Hello and welcome to our committee's book club proposal, Books on Tap. My name is Madeline and I will be covering a basic description of the book club, the demographic we're aiming for, and goals for the program. To jump right in, Books on Tap is an off-site book club which will meet at different local breweries each month. We've chosen a bring your own book format, which means that each month the book club will select a theme, be it a genre, author, or subject, and each person will then pick out a book that relates to that theme. At the next meeting, they will each get a chance to share a summary of their book and how it relates to the theme, and then have time to answer questions from other participants. Jessica Hilburn of the Benson Memorial Library in Pennsylvania found that this style format makes book clubs more accessible, so that, as she says, a struggling reader can participate just as fully as a seasoned veteran. With the casual setting of the breweries and the increased potential for walk-ins, we believe that this format encourages a more open and inclusive atmosphere. Our hypothetical Seagate Public Library is located in a college town, which means that it has a large population of emerging adults, a demographic defined by the American Psychological Association as individuals between the ages of 18 and 29. At the time of this presentation's recording, that largely applies to millennials. Now, a Pew Research survey conducted in 2017 found that 53% of millennials had visited a public library at least once within the past year, making them the largest demographic of library users. However, a 2015 study on book clubs in America showed that the average book club is made up of women over the age of 65. Comparing these surveys reveals a significant gap between the library's largest user demographic and the appeal factor of book club style programs. Books on Tap is designed to help bridge this gap. Not only are brewery book clubs quite trendy right now, which you will hear more about later, but a survey taken by the Brewers Association showed that 57% of millennials drink craft beer on a weekly basis. And in addition to this statistic, in Jessica Hilburn's Bring Your Own Book Club, 6 of the 8 to 9 regularly attending members are millennials. The goals for this program are rather simple. We hope that participation in this program will encourage our patrons' love of reading and lifelong learning. More importantly, we see it as an opportunity to build community, not just within the book club, but through cooperation with local businesses and taking library programs out of the library and onto the streets.
Hello, my name is Carrie Louie, and I will discuss the proposed funding for Books on Tap and our library analysis. The proposed funding for this project links to two guiding principles of the library's strategic plan: community engagement and adult programming. The proposed funding would come from new voter-approved levy funds, with an allocation increase to adult programming. As Madeline mentioned, Seagate Library is located in a college town community with a large millennial demographic that tends to enjoy craft beer and public libraries. We've found through surveys that this demographic has a hard time making it to the public library, and so we decided to bridge that gap by offering programming in local breweries and other establishments within the community. Adult programming was one of the levy priorities after discussions with the community and the chief librarian. We are proposing that $2,500 of the approved levy funds is allocated toward Books on Tap. This estimate is pretty fixed in the programming and staffing hours and more flexible in the books and ebooks. We do not know how many of this demographic will require access to the books, and so we would like to offer a budget in the event we need to increase access. Thank you.
The Seagate Public Library will partner with local breweries to make sure the facilities contain enough comfortable seating for about 20 people and wheelchair access. Tables, while not required, would help, as handouts will be available. The brewery would also need to be staffed to accommodate a small to medium-sized group. The technology requirements are minimal. Seagate Public Library will need access to tools like Canva or Stencil to create flyers and word processing to create handouts. Other technology would include social media Books on Tap will require planning time for the programming librarian. In addition, the programming librarian will be responsible for leading discussion and ensuring the group runs smoothly. The librarian will also provide new categories, themes, or genres for the next meeting.
Through our library analysis, we found that public library book clubs at breweries are a growing trend across all regions of the United States. They're a way to expand the book club model to reach readers in the working and student night owl crowd and connect them with the public library. Through our analysis, we found that Books on Tap is a common name for this program, and we found that Bring Your Own Book is a common model for this program, which is why we chose both. Books on Tap is an opportunity to reach our target demographic to encourage and connect their love of reading with the public library. Thank you.
The Seagate Public Library aims to create an inclusive, welcoming atmosphere through Books on Tap. The book club strives to connect libraries with local businesses and give patrons the opportunity to participate in library programs in a relaxed atmosphere. Books on Tap also hopes to bridge the gap between millennials and book clubs by using their interest in craft beer to lead to an interest in